Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today here at MadWorldTarot, Wednesday afternoon, and apologies again for the audio quality. Hopefully not distorted, might be a bit faint for the next few days. New mic is on its way, but taking its own sweet time, so I'm sorry, you'll just have to bear with me for a while until the new one arrives. But in the meantime, we had an appearance, a surprise appearance of the entire Parkour family out and about trick-or-treating yesterday, and so we of course have the Halloween tarot on the tarot table. I thought I was finished with this tarot deck actually, but nope, there they are, photo with their backs to us as usual, all four of them, and kids not seemingly dressed in fancy dress and Halloween costumes, which I thought was rather sad. I thought that was the whole point and the whole fun of it, was to play dress up and have fun. And backs to us again, and blurry photo again. And they do seem to only appear on certain occasions. First of all, it was the 4th of July. That was quite a reliable moment for them to pop up. We could almost count on that. But now Halloween as well. Some people are saying this is an old photo. Some people are saying this is from the Netflix documentary. There's all kinds of questioning around this photo. So we're going to have a look at it using the Halloween tarot. We're going to ask what the family dynamic is at the moment. We're going to ask how authentic this photo is. Has it been worked on in any way, photoshopped in any way, or fudged in any way? Is it genuine? It's just basically what we want to know, and I think we're entitled to ask that question because the Parkles are public figures. They are trying very hard to get public funding for their security, and as public figures they are really answerable to the public, and we do need to know really if what we are seeing is true with them, and sometimes we have been led to question the evidence of our own eyes. And I think this little appearance, surprise appearance in Montecito is one of those occasions where we might well question what we're seeing. And then we're going to take a card for each person in that photo, for Harry, for Meghan, for Archie, and for Lilibet. As far as I can tell, the Harry figure and the Archie figure look reasonably reasonably true to the originals. The Meghan character to me looks quite young. She looks like she has different body shape, not body shaming, but just more proportionate body shape. That's my feeling about it. Hair looks different. Hair looks quite short. Wondering if maybe it's a niece. And Lilibet, who knows? Who knows? Just no way of knowing. Quite a heavy child to be carried so effortlessly by Meghan, who looks quite frail at the moment. Again, not trying to body shame or anything like that, but concern has been expressed about her health, her weight, quite recently in the news. So I think I'm entitled to say that it's surprising how effortlessly that quite heavy looking child is hoisted above. Anyway, that's all to find out. So situation, how genuine is this, and then a card for Harry, a card for Meghan, a card for Archie, and a card for Lilibet to see what shows up. Let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation, and we just read energy here, archetypal energy. It's going to be a bit of a weird looking spread, bear with me, and disclaimer of course in the box below. You know the drill. And there it is. We have our cards, and we have the Knight of Ghosts in reverse, which is the Knight of Cups in reverse. And we get with the Knight of Ghosts upright. It's wooing, it's connecting, it's being relatable, it's schmoozing a bit, it's loyal, it's faithful, it's connecting emotionally, as I've already said. It's in reverse, so possibly failing to connect, possibly somebody has withdrawn that cup of love from the situation, and possibly there is some level of manipulation, because always for me as a reader, when cups are in reverse, there is a level of manipulation in the energy, and you never quite know. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the microphone, which is about to fall off. You never quite know what is going on. So let's have a look and see if we can find out what is actually going on, the actual situation that we are dealing with. Ooh, we're dealing with the devil. And that immediately tells me that we may not be wise to trust the evidence of our own eyes. With that devil card there, devil can signify toxic relationship, obsession, drugs, addiction, lies, deception, anger. But I think deception is where I'm going to go with that devil card. Interesting that it's quite a female looking devil card. I don't think that what we are seeing is necessarily what really happened. Not with that devil energy around. It's very concerning when you see a card like that in a reading like this. Something that should be so innocent, a family of 4 out trick-or-treating with their kids who are old enough by now, well, at least one of them, to really start enjoying it and have fun and dress up and play and meet other kids. And there they were in a straight line marching down the road with their backs to everyone. And it just didn't give off good vibes. There's the devil. We read energy here, of course, so I'm very interested in the vibes that photos like that give off. So let's see the family dynamic. Next card that I'm reading here today. Family dynamic, Knight of Pumpkins. That's a Knight of Pentacles. That's Harry. So being made to look solid and stable with that Knight of Pumpkins. We are slow but steady. We're all together, doing our duty, being responsible, being present. But it's only night. It's not a. I'm not getting a family in that card. I'm getting Harry's energy in that card. But it's look, here I am. I'm doing the right thing. I'm being a good parent. And as I said, it did look Harry-ish to me. I know a lot of people speculate that there is a Harry double that shows up every now and then, and one wonders, especially when one sees the very shaved back of the head, because Harry, of course, any hair that is managing to stick to his head is grown super long, so it can be swept all over the place or even sprayed on with a spray-on hair. But that to me is we're being told that there is authentically a Knight of Pentacles present there. Okay. So how credible is this evidence that we being presented with? The evidence with Sussex Royal stamped on it on Myra's Twitter account. How credible is it? We got the 2 of Bats, which is the 2 of Swords upright. 2 of Swords is interesting because it's somebody who's blindfolded and reaching a turning point in their lives. So it can tell us that we are not seeing the truth because the person in this card is blindfolded. So I think that there is something a little bit off about this. Of course, just speculating. I don't know what quite yet. We have cards here that might give us a clue about who really is there and isn't there and what's going on. But we are blindfolded. We can't see clearly. Us, the audience, who are being persuaded of something. Knight of Ghosts in reverse. Being persuaded of something by possibly the devil, who is a female devil in this card, interestingly. Possibly being persuaded that the Knight of Pumpkins is really there. Although, as I say, I tend to believe that the Knight of Pumpkins was there. I'm sure there are people watching me now who are saying, no way, that was a body double or whatever. But let's see now, each of them individually, what the universe wants to tell us through the Halloween Tarot, about their presence, their energy, their anything. I'm leaving it completely open-ended. I'm just asking the universe to send us some energy, first of all, for Harry. We're going to work our way through them. Harry is the 8 of Bats. That's the 8 of Swords upright. That is somebody who is stuck, who would prefer not to be there. Possibly that's somebody doesn't even realize that the photo was taken, that blurry photo, and then it will be told to him, oh well, that was somebody in the crowd, because look, see the bad quality. And everybody is saying, of course, no phone nowadays takes photos like that. But it's all blurry and they just snuck up on us and took it and it wasn't that good. But that's somebody who's got himself into a trap and is trying desperately to get out of it, but doesn't know how. Not a happy family vibe with an 8 of bats in it. Somebody who can't see their way out of a situation at all, would like to get out of that situation, would like to escape from the devil, but stuck. Because I did say, I think, toxic relationships, being stuck in a situation, the devil as well, where you'd rather not be there. So his energy is pretty bad. How about hers? How about Megan's energy? What can we find out from this card? And we have another knight. We have a Knight of Bats in reverse. This is a very ruthless energy. That's Knight of Swords. Very ruthless, very vengeful, very fast moving. But when it's in reverse, it's dangerous energy, it's aggressive energy, attacking energy. So I think this was put together in a mad rush. If that's her, I don't know. I'm not convinced. But it was put together very hastily, like a surprise attack, kind of a guerrilla attack. When you least expect it, there it is. Put together very last minute. Frantically, I'm getting that energy from that Knight of Bats. It's fast moving energy, it's aggressive energy, swift response to a situation always, and it's extra kind of aggressive and decisive, because a Knight of Bats is somebody who's very decisive, doesn't mess around. When they know that they've got to do something, they're on it very, very quickly. And I'm getting that this was something that just had to happen. Because of course they've been very quiet for a few days. It was supposed to be big news breaking on the 1st of November. Nothing so far. They've been eased out of the spotlight by very unfortunate events in the world, events in the Middle East, which just get more and more distressing. And then of course Matthew Perry's death, very distressing as well, and it's taken up headlines all over the place. So I had to do something, and had to do something quickly. How about the children? How about Archie? Tell us about him in that photo, or on that little walkabout. We've got 7 of pumpkins. That's harvest energy. That's an interesting picture because it's a scarecrow. It's a kind of a fake energy in the card, not a true little boy. Possibly you might interpret that card as saying, just because. There it is. It's about patience, it's about biding your time, it's about waiting for something, the 7 of Pentacles. My sense is you're not going to see that kid until something else has happened. A payoff, a payday, someone's winding down the clock in some situation. What do they call it? A man of straw. How's that? A man of straw. We have there with that 7 of pumpkins. Normally it's waiting, it's patient, it's taking stock, it's thinking. That's the normal energy of the 7 of pumpkins, 7 of pentacles, but I'm getting slightly different energy there. I'm getting that man of straw energy, but I don't mean it in the sense of man of straw. I get just somebody who almost again a placeholder. Even though I personally think it looked like the child that we see frequently as representing Archie. Looked to me, same haircut. I didn't scrutinize it. I know that there will be people out there who will be studying it intently. And we'll wait to see what they say. But just for me, a quick look, it looked like the same hair, hairline, that kind of thing. A small child, maybe. But there's some waiting game going on here that we don't know about. Something being held in abeyance for some reason. And there's all kinds of speculation about what could be going on. And we have looked at some of that in recent readings. Lady C has been talking about it again. I'm not getting skullduggery as such in that card. I'm just getting it's interesting that we see a scarecrow there instead of an actual person. Lilibet. I think she's the most mysterious character in that photo. You really don't get any sense of her. And we've got the World in reverse. That's a big card to come out for a little girl. It's unhappy endings, or a situation that has not resolved. and a situation that can't be public, hidden from the public. Because for me, the world is very much about publicity, about the public knowing stuff and being told stuff. A lot of speculation going around at the moment, the royal grift, talking about super injunctions, things like that. What's going on with all of that? Maybe there is news that we just don't know about. We've got waiting energy here, and then the world in reverse. So something that's not public, something that hasn't ended well, because the world is a successful completion of something, a journey. It could be the arrival of a child in a family, however that child got to that family with that world card, but it is in reverse. Something has unraveled with that. There is something strange going on there. I get that consistently, and I'm not trying to be unpleasant to the Pentacles. As I have said, they are public figures. They are demanding public funding, trying to get public funding from the British taxpayers for their security. So they are at a certain level answerable to the public, and they very much present themselves to the public in a certain way. It's not like they're lying low and living extremely private lives. So I think we're entitled to ask these questions and try and find the answers through whatever means we use. In my case, it's through the tarot. And odd energy here. And definitely a hatchet job over there. Definitely something being rushed. Very interesting that the devil has come up as the issue that we are dealing with, and that would be the level of possible deception around this. Speculating, of course, do you believe the devil? And blindfolded people in the Two of Bats, and also the Eight of Bats. And we've got two blindfolds there. We've got lots of knights, which is doing energy. Harry's energy showing up, Knight of Pumpkins, but we have a Knight of Ghosts in reverse as our underlying energy, which tells us that we are being manipulated at some level emotionally, and also that the emotional connection in this family might have started to dissolve with that Knight of Cups in reverse, which is unfortunate for the two children particularly. Megan's energy coming through is very harsh, very decisive, ruthless. I would say would stop at nothing to achieve whatever she felt she needed to achieve in this precise moment, staring up at the devil, of course, again. And so kids' energy is very strange. Seven of Pentacles, pumpkins, the waiting energy with that scarecrow. And then Lilibet's energy, very, very disturbing, world in reverse. A story that has not ended well, and that is being kept private, is being kept away from the public eye for some reason. And while they rush about, I suspect, to try and resolve it, however and whatever it is. And I'll leave you to speculate about that. That's me done for the day. Sorry about the sound again. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you again tomorrow.